Visual content marketing has never been more challenging. Thousands of brands battle for a fleeting moment of attention. Every customer expects content that feels like it is made just for them. And marketing teams need to deliver better results with every dollar spent, while the demand for content only keeps growing. We saw this coming. That's why we have reimagined what Rocketium can be to help your teams do 10 times more with what you already have. Introducing Rocketium's latest version, Akita. This is by far the most powerful version of our platform, with AI capabilities woven thoughtfully into every step of your creative process, from planning to creation and review to analytics. Now let's explore how Rocketium Akita makes your team's work not just easier but better.
Hey, let's start by talking about a friend of mine. For the sake of this conversation, let's call her Lisa. Lisa is a senior design manager at a leading marketplace. Her day is a never-ending juggle between multiple tools: Photoshop for design, Google Drive for storing assets, Jira for tracking requests, and Rocketium for scaling creatives across channel. And this is still the easier part because she's constantly fielding half-baked creatives, chasing approvals, and scrambling for status updates. And when they have to kick off a new campaign, hours disappear in just finding the right creative direction and balancing the team's workload. Amidst all of this chaos, there's very little room for her creativity and passion. This is where Rocketium's AI Copilot comes in. Think of it as a virtual assistant that can clear all the clutter so that Lisa and her team can focus on what they do best, making brilliant creatives that drive growth.
Let me show you how. The first update I want to talk about is an easy way to understand your team's bandwidth and utilization. See who's contributing the most, who's overloaded, and how to better distribute work so your team stays productive and can focus on creating great designs. No more scrambling for updates, just actionable insights that help you keep everything on track. Because we understand that as a design manager, balancing your team's workload across multiple campaigns can be overwhelming. With AI Copilot, get instant access to user-level insights. The next update I want to talk about is design inspirations. With this version of Rocketium, your team no longer needs to spend hours scrolling through hundreds of templates looking for design inspirations. With AI Copilot, get suggestions that are the best fit for your campaign and capture key brief details upfront.
As you've seen in the walkthrough, Rocketium's AI Copilot saves you the effort of learning complicated tools and digging through menus and workflows. Cut design prep time by about 30% with AI-driven template suggestions. Minimize admin overhead and focus 80% more time on creative work. Balance team workload and prevent burnout with data-backed decisions.
Next, let's talk about creative designers. They spend hours perfecting their designs on their favorite design tools like Figma or Photoshop. But then they have to scale it to multiple sizes and variations for different platforms and regions. This is hard because realigning the elements, readjusting the proportions, and resizing the layouts is a lot of manual work and leaves no time for being creative. The result? Missed deadlines, compromised creatives, and burnt out designers. This is where Rocketium's latest design editor changes the game by automating all your manual and boring tasks so that the designers can focus on creating and not recreating.
Now let's take a look at how does Rocketium solve the challenges we spoke about earlier. I will be creating a project directly by importing a PSD. In simple steps, you will see how quickly I can create a project without any manual work. Simply select the PSD file that you want to upload, and that's it. The Copilot also warns you about any mismatch, gives you a warning so that once a project is created, you can go ahead and fix it in Rocketium Workspace. 3 sizes got added as a part of the PSD import. Now let's take a look at how we can quickly add more sizes with minimal manual intervention. So I'll go ahead and add a predefined size and add a custom size. You can also choose many more sizes that are available in the drop down or add more custom sizes. I have added 2 sizes, and here is the AI suggestion for the best layout source to pick from. I'm going ahead with what was suggested by the AI, and these are the 2 creatives that got added in just a couple of clicks. Now that we've added sizes, let's try to make edits across all the sizes using the style all functionality. You can see I can just quickly go ahead and make change to the color. And now here's a quick look into the changes made across the sizes in my project. This is the project that we were working on earlier. I'll show you how to convert an image creative into a video creative in just a couple of clicks. My video creative has been created and now has been added to the list of projects. Let's see what does it look like. My project has been imported to Rocketium and now is ready to use. Here's a quick look into what the layers and the imported groups look like. This is the video creative. Let's take a quick look. As you can see, there are some animations that were added. You can go into the keyframes of the elements and check the animations that have been added, adjust the timelines, and so on. You can also choose to create a custom library of all your animations and save them to use them later. Now that our video creative is ready, let's try and export it into an HTML so that it can be used later. Now that my project has been created, let's take a look at how does it look like inside the Rocketium Akita. Now that our creative is ready, let's export it for further use. Once exported, you can download the project in any format you desire. Here I'm going ahead with HTML. The download is in progress. The HTML file has now successfully downloaded. Here's a quick look into the file structure. It initially downloads as a zip, which you can unzip to view all the sizes that were a part of my project. So for 5 sizes, I have 5 zip files. Let's unzip it. As a part of the HTML export, the font along with the assets have been downloaded.
So what does all of this enable? It reduces creative production time by 60% with automated resizing and layout adaptation, facilitating faster campaign go-lives while maintaining design consistency and quality across every platform.
Now, let's talk marketers. They are always juggling ad spends on high-stakes campaigns across platforms like Meta and Google. They don't just plan and launch campaigns, their real work is in monitoring, analyzing, and optimizing these campaigns to hit the performance goals. But that's easier said than done because platform trends are always changing, audiences want different things every day, and ad performance drops as creators saturate. It takes hours of digging through performance reports to figure out which ads need a refresh and which ones deserve more budget. And it's a constant battle between data overload and missed opportunities. But not anymore. Rocketium helps marketers do all this much faster with automation and much smarter with AI. Let me show you how.
First, let's look at Meta's Ad Manager, one of the largest display ad networks. Brands spend thousands daily, but they lack proper interfaces to analyze and optimize their live ads. At Rocketium, we are making digital ad optimization radically simpler. Let me show you how. So here's a quick campaign overview showing if you are meeting your goals with performance metrics grouped by campaign objective along with corresponding benchmarks. Spend efficiency measures what portion of your ad spends are actually helping meet your campaign goals by performing above the benchmarks. Aim for 70 to 80% spends efficiency, and anything under 50% is alarming. So let's examine the sales ad campaigns. This visualization here transforms complex data into clear action zones. Each bubble here is an ad, and the size of the bubble represents its ad frequency. So larger bubbles may need creative refreshes while smaller ones are fresher. You can instantly spot hero ads here in the green, budget drainers here in red, growth opportunities in blue, and experimental ads in yellow, along with a quick action summary. So after identifying optimization opportunities, what's next? Inside a live campaign, you can reallocate budget, update creatives, change targeting, or modify destinations. So here's a summary of creative observations affecting performance and also a breakdown of all actionable suggestions at an ad level, all generated automatically using AI and statistical tools in real time.
So Rocketium not just helps you measure your campaign goals, but also provides final actions to optimize performance of live ads. You can now save weeks of data collection with real-time dashboards and reduce about 50% ad budget leakage with data-driven optimization. Now let's talk about brand managers. Their days are spent reviewing creatives from internal teams, design partners, and agencies. And sometimes mistakes slip through reviews. Like this one time, a brand's regional ad used outdated logos, costing the brand thousands of dollars in rework and missed revenue. Another brand's entire global campaign was pulled from Meta because of a translation error that turned a tagline into something inappropriate. And these slip-ups not just hurt budgets, but also a brand's reputation. Brand managers need a way to ensure every creative stays compliant and on brand without the manual effort of last-minute firefighting. That's where Rocketium's brand governance steps in, bringing automated precision to creative review so every piece of content stays compliant and on brand.
With our latest update, experience the cutting edge of creative review and moderation. Now, alongside images, you can also evaluate videos and GIFs for instant brand safety and platform compliance checks. Watch as our proprietary technology breaks down your motion creatives frame by frame, intelligently identifying the most significant moments for evaluation. So no more guesswork and you will know exactly which sections need attention. With real-time analysis, preview specific errors as they are detected and take immediate corrective action. Our AI evaluates dozens of critical elements in seconds, like logo and color usage, messaging tone, white space requirements, accessibility guidelines, profanity checks, and any other custom criteria specific to your brand.
So by catching these issues even before your creatives go live, you can save millions in potential liabilities from off-brand or non-compliant content, launch campaigns twice as fast with shorter review cycles, and reduce platform rejections by over 80%.
Ever feel like half your work is just moving information between tools? Creative teams spend majority of their time switching between apps, chasing for approvals, and fixing version mismatches. Enterprises run on interconnected systems, and Rocketium fits right into your MarTech stack and makes your workflows smooth and efficient. For design teams, we make it absolutely easy to move assets from Figma and Photoshop to Rocketium. To do that, we built plugins for both the platforms. Now let's just see how one of these plugins work. On Figma, let's just find the Rocketium plugin and open it. To start using it, you need your credentials, but after that, all you need to do is select a frame, pick the workspace on Rocketium where you want it to land, and prepare for export. Once you do that, it will identify your frame and it will ask you to map the right font. Once the fonts are mapped, we can just click on export and it will directly lead us to Rocketium and open the same file. As you can see, the files here are identical and all elements that are there are editable on Rocketium. Now let's just quickly test the integration. For that, let's go to Rocketium and just refresh the page so the integration is live. Yeah. Once it is live and you go to the share page, you'll be able to see the integration present here of Google Drive. Now to share assets, all we need to do is select the assets that we want to send from Rocketium and select folder on Google Drive and press on upload. As you can see, it has started uploading files to Google Drive. This is the folder where all the assets should land. So I just refresh the page. All the assets should have started landing, and yes, they are here. Let me give you a sneak peek on how Rocketium can help with your workflows. Rocketium can seamlessly connect with 100 plus tools that you already use. Whether it is project management, TAM, or communications, we have got you all covered. For example, let's just build a custom workflows through which we can send assets from Rocketium to Google Drive. To set that up, all we need to do is come to the integration page of Rocketium and select Drive. Once we are inside, we need to give it the necessary access for authorization. Once we give it the authorization, it lands you back on the Rocketium page, where it will show you all the workflows that you've already set up for your workspace. Once you save it, your drive is now connected to Rocketium. For enterprises, Rocketium's integration delivers faster workflows, zero tap switching, and seamless collaborations. With this, embed Rocketium into your existing stack in just 2 hours, no manual effort for moving assets and information. Realize value from Rocketium in less than 2 weeks.
In summary, Rocketium infuses AI into every step of your team's creative workflow, helping you plan smarter campaigns, produce more content, and drive better performance. This is Rocketium Akita. This is visual content marketing enhanced by AI.